I just make her ask me. No, don't be so now. Me, I always. For where? Up. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Why am I just having one person on this meeting? Why am I just having just one person? Is it that they are not aware that there's a class today or what? I'm still trying to understand something. What's going on? Um let me see. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Just type yes if you can see my screen. Let's start the class immediately. I don't need to wait. I don't need to wait. If you can see my screen, just type yes. So we'll just start immediately. Some of us are waiting for the link to be posted. I've posted the link now. Then how did you get the link? Ah, where's my phone? How did you get the link? Oh, that's true. Ah, I thought I've sent the link to the class now. Let me do that now. Let me do that. Let me do that. I thought I've sent the link. It's true. Okay, notification. Oh, because you subscribe. Yeah. Okay, I think I need to subscribe as well so that when I create meeting, they are going to get notification. Let me see how fast I can. Let me post the link. So I'm about to post the link. I'm about to post the link. Use this link. Hmm. Okay. What do we have here? Okay, okay. I've sent the link to the. Thank you for the support. I just need like two, three people to join. Then we'll just start immediately. We still have just one person joining this. What's the challenge? Is there any challenge? Mm-mm. Okay. Mohammed. I'll even forget. I've even forgot I've been sharing my screen. Sef. Okay. We have two people. Two people have joined. We have two. Okay. Okay. So we are going to start now. So last week, last is it even last week on Wednesday we did some practice. Same time the assignment I gave you guys, we practiced it together. We did the assignment together, and for those of you who have not practiced those things, those things we did last week, please, if you have not practiced it, please do. And I want to just quickly enlighten to you guys on designing. You get products. Most times when it comes to tech, you can't really just be a perfect tech person, or maybe a perfect designer. You understand? So all those things takes a whole lot of time and practice, and you can't just be learning. You can't just be in one place learning. If you really want to be good with product design, if you really want to go with product, you really need to pick up challenges. Try to learn on your own at your own pace. Go do research. Like always, make sure you do research. So all those things are things you need to put in place. Don't just wait for you. That's the only time you want to design, or that's the only time you want to study. Always take your time to study outside of this course. So let me get our class. What's the name? I need to save our class link. I need to save it as something so that, because I'm struggling to get the name of. I think I'll save it this time around. Okay, SDH Bootcamp. This is it. SDH Bootcamp. Okay. So today um we are going to be designing some buttons. When you log in the system, you log in a website, or you are using an app, what you always see most times, you see buttons, you see text, you see images. So all those things are not just automatically placed there. You have to learn how to create buttons. There are different types of buttons which I'm going to be explaining to you guys as well. There's different types of button. So now for you to understand what button is mostly used for. Buttons are mostly used for as a CTA, call to action button. For example, let's take a look at this design we started yesterday on Wednesday. Yes, let's look at this design we did on Wednesday. All these they are what buttons. All these things you are seeing, they are called buttons. Are we together? Now, some of you will say, but buttons, all these buttons they used to come out round. Some used to be square, something like this. When you have, let me label it as button. Let me This is 54. Let me put this to 24. Okay, so this is a button text. This is a text, right? This is a text. Let me zoom it so that you can see it very well. This is a text. This is just an ordinary text. Now, how did you create a text? Just press T, or you just come down to this your T and just click on it, then you type whatever thing you want. This is button. I just typed button. So those of you that have your system with you, you can just practice it on your own. What I did there is just enter. This is a typeface, enter, then put it on regular, then 24. Good. So after you have done all of that, then now this can actually be called a button. How? You can actually call this a text button. There's what they call text button. You get. So let me check if you guys are following. Let me check if you guys are following. Let me check. Please always make use of your chat box when you have any question or you have anything to say. Make use of your chat box. So if you can hear me very well, just type yes. If you can hear me very well, if you can hear me clearly, just type yes. Type yes on the chat box if you can hear me. Okay, I'm following. Wow, Joshua, it's nice to have you in the class. Wait again, Mohammed, I'm yet to hear from you. If you are following or if you understand what I'm saying, just let me know. Okay? Okay, good, good, good. The other third person, who is the other third person? I'm yet to get your reply. Are you following? Are you getting what I'm saying? I don't want to shout in the class. Like I don't want it to be a shouting class. Something calm. I just want the atmosphere to be calm so that you're able to understand what I'm doing. And if you have your system with you, just type yes, I have. Yes, I have. If you have your system with you now currently, just type yes, I have. Yes, I have. Please type yes, I have, so that I'll know if I'll carry you along or I should just go ahead with the class. Then later you do the practice. Just type yes, I have. If you have your system with you, if you are connected, if your Figma is open, just type yes, I have. Okay, that's great. Yes, I have. Wait again. Wait again. But I'm yet to hear from you. Are you with your system or like? So I'm going to continue, which means as I'm doing it, Joshua, you too as well do it. If you have any issue, just drop it a comment or just drop a comment. You understand? Drop a comment, then I will respond to it immediately so that you can meet up. Why I prefer using live is because you can come back later and check out the videos for yourself. You understand? So that's why I prefer using live instead of uploading it again. There's a whole lot of time. So now the next thing we're going to be doing is text. We are going to be creating different text. You get. So the first thing I told you about text is text consists of. Now, what does text consist of? Let me use this. I'm still going to come back to it. I'm still going to come back to it. Buttons. Now, these are buttons. So there is this website we used to check different types of button, which has been very useful. So let me try to visit the site. Let me try to visit the site. Let me try to visit the site. Material material design, yes. This is the name of the site. Material design tree. This is the name of the site. Now I'm going to explain. This site is very educative, and as a beginner, always reference this site. What you can get from this site is these fundamentals. If you know these fundamentals, you will be able to design effectively, because there's always a standard way of designing. You can't go to your Figma and start designing whatever thing that comes to your mind. There's always rules, there's always a method you use. Now, when you look at this place, you see get started, develop, you see foundation. Click on foundation, you're going to be seeing a lot of things. Info at the basis of great user interface accessibility standard. That's what I just said. Essential pattern for layout and interaction. So all this one is just layouts, accessibility, and just time and read some things, what they look like and how it is being used. This is where you get your foundation from when you are trying to design. Take your time to read all of this content. It's clickable. When you click on it, it will show you the content in it. Now this is styles. This is styles. Now in product design, there is what they call styles, there's what they call components. Are we together? There's what they call styles, there's what they call components. So for styles, they say styles are the visual aspect of UI that give look and feel what can be customized by changing your material thing. Now, style is just what those style consist of. Let's check what those styles consist of. It consists of the color, which I've explained to you guys that color most times is what is used to communicate meaning. You can see it even here. Style is used to express style and what? Color is used to express style and communicate meaning. That's the exact thing I just said. So elevation. Yes, elevation is just like those drop shadow I taught you guys how to do. Yes, those drop shadow that I taught you guys how to do. That is what elevation is, making um between two surfaces alongside. You see, elevation is the relative distance between two surfaces. So you can check that out as well. Icons. Icon is also a style. It's also a style which I'm going to show you guys. So today we are just going to be working with just few typography. I've explained typography, which is just text. When you have inter, you can choose any font style, any font, but there's always a rules. You can't just use any font style that you want, any font family, any typeface you want. No, it doesn't just happen like that. So now let's see what we have. These are all. Let's check components. Let's check components. So what do we have under components? Now, I'm going to be explaining to you what components look like. What components? Components are interactive building blocks for creating user interface. They can be organized into categories based on their purpose. Now, let me show you a typical example of a component. Now, a button can also be a component. Good. So now let's assume this is your button. This is your button. Let me create a button. I'm going to show you how to create it. Okay. I'm going to show you how to create it. This is 20. I'm going to show you guys how to create it. I just want to explain something. Um, let's make it 50. Let me fill it. Let me fill it with. Let me fill it with a color. Let me fill it with a blue. Yes. Let me fill it this way. But definitely the text has to be white. Text. I've taught you guys how to change text. FFF is right. So now let me explain something for you. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to create what I created and how I created this button. I just want to explain something to you guys. So now this is a button, right? This is a button. Now this button can actually let me instead of using let me duplicate this button. I want to show you something. I've duplicated it now. Let's assume this button is submit. I'm trying to make use of submit or let's make it login. Since everybody should be familiar with login. So now there's one thing I want you guys to understand about this login that you're seeing. This is a button, right? This is a typical button. Good. And the button is can actually called CTA, call to action. You can actually call a button call to action. Are we together that when you click it, something will happen. When you click it, what will happen? Will it take you to so page? What will happen? Do you understand? That's what CTA means. Are we getting it? So now we are talking about components, right? Where is the material? Let me open the good. We are talking about component, right? And I said if you click here, you will see a lot. When you click on it, let's check call to action. Actions component help achieve an aim. This is an example of the action I'm talking about. You see, this is a what get started. This is a what make payment button. Are you seeing? This is a point. This is a payment button. What again? Good. So there's what they call group buttons, and there's a group button, organized button, and active action between them. Good. Then this is just normal button. Button prompts most users into the UI. So you can see all these things are just different button. This is another button, extended floating action button. Now, extended floating action buttons consist of an icon and a text. Are we together? It contains an icon and the text. That's just what it means. Then button group when you have group of icons close to themselves. You understand? So look at this one here. This is a menu that when you click on this, all these things will just come up. So these are icon buttons. Icon buttons. Icon button now does not have a text, it's just icon. But you now looking at this icon here, you know that this is a what like or love. This is a share button. This is an option. This is what I mean option. So that's what they call icon buttons. It does not have a text. It just tells you what it means. So this is another one, segmented buttons. When you segment your buttons, these are segmented buttons. I'm just showing which I'm going to show you how to create all of these buttons now. We are going to be creating some of these buttons. So first of all, generally, I'm going to show you how to create button, how I created this button. Now, the first thing I did was to create a text. Let me check who is following the class. Let me check who is following the class. So class, are we following? Just type yes if you are following. Please type yes on the comment section. The chat section, just type yes if you are following. Type yes if you are following. Type yes if you are following. I'm just explaining to you how what buttons look like and why do we use button. Okay, that's what you're doing. So I've showed you guys different types of button which we are going to create some of them today. Understand, using auto layout. So now good. So now let's continue. So I was trying to explain how we created this button. The first thing you do is to what? Your text. I've told you. The first thing you do is your what? Text when creating a button. Some people they go ahead in creating buttons like this. They will look for a shape. They'll create a shape like this. Let me show you something. They'll create a shape like this. This is a shape, right? Then they will now add the text inside. They will now say click me. I'm just trying to let me reduce this thing. It's too big. Let me make it 18. I want to show you guys something. Let's see the difference. Now, this shape you are seeing is a rectangular shape. This is a text, right? Now, they will now add the border radius to it. Maybe let me say they added maybe 40, right? Do you know that this actually looks like a button? This is actually a button, but it's not the right way of creating a button. Now, if I'm trying to move this button around, you can see, imagine I'm trying to move the button around, but why? You see, it does not make sense. See, if I want to move this one now, see this one now, you can see this is not the right way of what creating buttons. Are we together? So now don't create button that way. But for me, there's a way I can actually go around creating converting this to button, but you're going to learn of that in pro class. Maybe you have started, designing, you get to understand that. So don't create button with shapes and text. So now, if you are using your system, just type this, pick your text tool and type click me, or type submit, or type login, whatever thing you want to type, just type it. Are we together? After you have typed it, now hold on your shift key. Hold your shift key and press A. Something will pop out. Auto layout added. Try it. Everybody should try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. After you have tried it, you have pressed shift A. Make sure you are clicking. You are seeing the text you are trying to create a button. See, you have to click it so it's clickable like this. Then you press shift A. Something like this will pop out. How do you know that you're already on auto layout? How to know if your element is in auto layout? You look at the right hand side, you see this this box by the right. Everybody look at my right hand where my mouse is moving. You will see this. When you see something like this, you know that it's an auto layout is being added. You will see this thing is being selected, this blue thing. I don't know if you are seeing my arrow by the right hand side, your property section. You see that this blue thing is what is clicked. You can actually remove your auto layout back. You can remove it, you can add it. Are we together? You can add it, remove it, add it. Look at this place. I'm here. You can see where my arrow is moving by the right, your property section. This is where to turn on and turn off your what? Um auto layout. Good. So the next thing I want to, you can actually create auto layout. If you don't want to use shift X, let me show you another way to create your auto layout. Let me come back here and remove the auto layout. Now this is just an ordinary text, right? This is just an ordinary text that immediately you press shift A, it's going to change it, convert it to a frame. That's what is going to happen. Now it's going to convert it to a frame. The thing is that after it has converted to a frame, if you come to this your layers, do you understand? Let me take it again. Let me write normal text. Let me show you something. Click me. Now, this is just an ordinary text. If you look at your layers, you see that the T is there by the left. Just look at your layers. You see T, click me, right? Now, if you want to make it a button, you can just use right click. You see frame selection. You can add this frame selection. Do you understand? Add frame selection. Now, I want you to understand something. When you add frame selection, that means auto layout features is not in here. It's just ordinary frames. You just put your text inside a frame. You just like you have your nylon and you have your biscuits. Your nylon is your frame and your text is your biscuit. So you put your biscuit inside your nylon, or you have your frame picture and you have your picture, put it inside a frame. That's just the layaway of what explaining it. Are we together? So now this is a frame. I've put mine in a frame. This is how what I did. Let me ungroup. If you want to ungroup, you can just right click to detach the frame. Now, like I said, this is a text. You see the way I'm taking my time to explain it, because auto layout is something that you just need to calm down and understand the concept. This is a frame, right? This is a normal text. I see on my layers is just ordinary text. Now, for me personally, how I do it is I just press on shift A. Now, when you press on shift A, two things happened. One is going to make your text, is going to put your text inside a frame. Two is going to add an auto layout features. Are we together? When you click on shift A, it's going to make your text or any element, it's not just text, whatever thing. If it is a shape you created and you added shift A, it will just automatically add an auto layout to it. Are we together? Now I'm still going to explain what auto layout does, what it does. I'm still going to explain. So now when you click on shift A, I said it's going to, two things is going to happen. It's going to create a frame. If it's not a frame already, it's going to create a frame, and it's going to give it a auto layout features. Now auto layout is used to make your element or your work responsive. What is responsiveness we are talking about? There are some sites that when you try to shrink, maybe you try to minimize. Are we together? When you try to minimize, um it will be what, folding. See, you can see this is what happened, because this is just an ordinary text. You can see this is very, very wrong. Why? Because it's not properly what, aligned. So which we are going to work on it as well. So now you add the auto layout by pressing shift A. Now let's fill it a color. Let's fill it. Come down to this, right, your property, click fill, click on fill, click on fill. I'm trying to, okay, click on fill. Let me use green button. Okay, let me use this one. I think this one will be fine. Why don't the text has to be white so that it will contrast fine. Even black is okay, but I think white should come out fine. Yes, good, good, good. So if you are with me, you can just create something like that. The first thing that you are going to do is to write your text. After writing your text, then click shift A. After you click shift A, the next thing you do is to fill the frame with your color. Fill the frame. If your text is black, go back, click on the text and change it to FFF, which is white. So this is what I just did. Okay, but this is actually a button as well. Yes, this is a button. This is a button. So let's check out some button. Let's check out some things. What is our basks? Containment. Buttons. Buttons. Want us. Yes, let's talk on all buttons. Let me open all buttons. So these are just buttons as well. Okay, okay, yeah. I think here are different buttons. There are 10 types of button in material design. 10 types of button. 10 types of button. This is a button that has a what, icon and a text. This is unselected. This is selected. This is settings. You can see floated. You can see different types of button. All these are different. See their names: button, toggle button, icon button, toggle button. This is like 10 different types of button we have here. Are we together? These are 10 different types of button. On your own, you can just come to this material design. I'm going to send the link. Let me copy the link. And what should I do? Okay, let me send it to you guys here so that you can follow up. I've sent it to the chat, so you can just follow from there. Um, let's continue. So this is actually a button. Are we together? This is the button. So now you can choose to give your button, what's it called? You can choose to give your button you can choose to give your button a a corner radius. I've taught you guys how to use corner radius before. If you want to put corner radius, you can see by the right hand side appearance. Did you see appearance? Now this place that there is zero, you can just put whatever number you want, depending on how you want it to look like. So me, if I put 50 now, put 50, this is how it looks like. But some people actually can just put 20. Let me see how 20 look like. 120. Okay. So see me creating different buttons. I've created my buttons like this. This is me creating If you are saying your button is not big, always look at this zoom. Let me make my zoom 100. This is the button when I zoom it to 100. This is the button when I zoom it to 100. This is the button when I zoom it to 100. So I'll just make it 20. So how many of you were able to create button, these two button? How many of you have tried to create this button? Let me see the chat box. Those of you practicing with me, if you are able to create a button, just say yes. Yes, just type yes. If you are able to create a button, those of you following with system, Joshua, are you able to create a button? So I'm seriously, I just why I'm taking my some of us are waiting for the link. Okay, why I'm taking my time to teach you guys all of these things. It's something that you can actually learn on your own. Are we together? But like I say, this is a beginner's class, so I just want to take my time to break some things down for you guys. So good. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is this is a button. We know how to create our button now, right? There's one tricks I want you to look at. Now, when you are creating your button, you always make sure you see this down, this layout, this auto layout section. I'm at this property. You can see my arrow is moving. Now you see these two padding that is here. This one will tell you vertical padding, this one is horizontal padding. Now I want you to understand if your vertical padding is 10, make sure this one should be times 2. So if this one is 10, that means here is going to be 20. If here is 20, this place will be what? If this place is 20, then here is going to be 40. Did you see? If here is 20, here is going to be 10. So that's all the tactics when you're trying to create a button. Always try to make use of it as well. Then so these are buttons. This is just a normal button. This button just look like a capsule. You know, your medicine and capsule. This sometimes they call it capsule button, sha. So or rounded button. This is a rounded button. This is called rounded button. I've told you this is just a text button. Now let's create outline button. Let's create an outline button. Let me duplicate this. Let's create an outline button. Now, how to create an outline button? You have your text, right? You have your text, but this time around, you're not going to fill it. Before before we used to fill this button. So let's make it our Shift A. Add an auto layout with Shift A. Just click Shift A. It's going to give you the box like this. Then the next thing you're going to do is to add a stroke. You add a stroke. For all this button, for this button, we fill it, right? But this time around, you're not going to fill it. This time around, you're just going to add a stroke. Add a stroke. You see stroke. Just click on it. Now you have added the stroke. Automatically, when you just click on stroke, it will be like this. This is what they call outline button. Are we together? Or a stroke button. You can call it outline button, call it a stroke button. So you can just choose to add. Let me make it 20. You can just choose to make it. Let me make it 10 and see how it will look. Yeah, still makes sense. Yes, exactly. So this is actually a stroke or outline button. Are we together? This is a stroke or outline button. So another thing I want you to notice here, when creating an outline button, make sure that if your text is white, the stroke border color to be white. If here is green, wait, let me duplicate this. I want to show you guys something. Let's duplicate this. I've taught you guys how to duplicate as well. Hold your alternate key and just double click and drag it out from it. So I've told you if your text here for outline button, if it is black, then you make sure the stroke color is black. So if here is green, make sure the stroke is same green. Make sure it's same. Make sure it's same. So this is a what? Outline or stroke button. So how many of you are able to create these two buttons? Just type yes if you're able to create this button on your chat box. Just type yes. Sorry, I didn't see the vertical padding. Did you create an auto layout? After you create your text, After you create your text, Shift A. Immediately press Shift A, you are going to see the vertical padding and the horizontal padding. Try it, let's see. Joshua, try it, let's see. After you create your text, you have typed your text, then press Shift A. Hold your Shift key and press A. Automatically, auto layout and a frame is going to pop out. After that pop out, then the next thing you're going to see is by the right hand side, your property, by the right where your property is. Click on that particular icon. Click on the button you are trying to work on. Make sure you hit click. Understand? So you now see the property there. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? If you have seen it, just tell me yes. Just type yes if you have seen it. So we'll move on. Have you seen it? Joshua. Okay, you have seen it, right? Okay, good. So now let's try to create this button. Try to create this button. Have you tried to create this button? Okay, yes, I've seen it. Joshua, have you tried to create those two buttons? Something like this. It mustn't be my color. You can pick any color of your choice. Something like this. You can see you can move it around. See, you can move it around. The both of them will be moving together. Sure, you see, you can move it around. So that's one of the best way. You mustn't pick the color, the corner radius. Any radius you want to use, can use. You can just use start C. Can you start C? Anyone? Are we together? So now that's how you create your buttons. That's how you create your button. So now that's how you create your button. You can see you have what created our button. So now this is a text button, this is a field button, this is an outline button. Are we together? There are other buttons as well. There are other buttons. The other buttons which you can check online, or you can check this material designs. All these are buttons. So now let's create a button that has an icon. Let's create a button that has an icon. I'm quickly working with time. Today class is just going to be 1 hour. So let's create another button that has to do with an icon. Now I've explained to you guys icon. What is icon? Icon is more like an image representation. It's an image interpretation that represents a text, or maybe is relative to the text. Are we together? For example, now let's create an icon. So for those of you that are just beginners using Figma, now let's download. Right click, and go to plugin. Click on your plugin, then manage plugin, or maybe just click on your plugin. Search for Iconify. Iconify. Search for this Iconify. You see it. This is it here. Is white. Search for this Iconify. Then you see when you click on it, you see save. Save it first before you go back again and run it. Save it before running it. Are we together? Save it before running it. If you have saved it now, you still go back again to your plugin. Go back to your plugin and look for it. If you didn't see it, you see it there, just look for it and just open it. Something like this is going to open. This is how it looks like. Something like this is going to open. So if you are in this place where I am, if you have opened the Iconify plugin, please just tell me yes, I've opened it. Just type yes, I've opened. Joshua, have you been able to open it? Just tell me yes. Okay. Great. So Joshua, have you been able to open it? Yes, I've opened it. Okay, great. So now this Iconify is a plugin that you can use to get whatever any icon you are looking for. You can just look for it. There are other icon plug. Hmm? There are other icon plug. Let's install another icon plug. Mingle Qt. Joshua, you can just close it. Close that Iconify. Close it. Let's install another plugin, another icon plugin. There's one I used to use very well. There's one I used to use. I so love that icon. I just came across it. Ming, yes, Ming Cute icon. I really like this icon. There are a lot of icon plugins that have Very nice icon pack. So this is another one again. Like I so much like this for now. For now, Iconify and Min Cute are actually my best icon plugin so far. So far, especially this Min Cute, I've been using it like in my project. I've been using it like for a while now. So, and Joshua, have you been able to install Mink Cute's plugin, icon plugin? Let me check it out. You be able to open it. Please, those of you that are using, I ask you guys, if you are using system, please just practice as I'm saying it, as we're practicing. Let's practice together. Joshua, have you been able to open it? Not yet. So this is what you do. Just close that Aquanify. You already installed the plugin already. Now go back to your plugin again. Right click plugin. Go to that place where you search for. Go to that place where you search for this is what I'm trying to say. Go to where you search for plugins. Go to where you search for plugins and just type Ming. This is the name. Ming Qt. Ming Qt icon. This is it. So just save it and run it. Go back and run it again. So me, I've run mine. You should be able to get it this time around. You should be able to get it this time around. Are you be able to get it this time around? Not yet. Okay, I've done it. Great, great. So it's just as if it's just Joshua that is this thing. I've told you guys that this is a hands-on class. As I'm doing it, I want you guys to be doing it as well, so that or you go back and watch the video when you are like it. This is not a course. This is not a course that I'll just be talking blah 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 blah. No, no, no. I want you guys to know as I'm demonstrating you to you are trying it as well. That's the best way to learn. I'm telling you, just that we won't really catch up learning everything, but those ones you will learn. I'll make sure that at least you have perfected, you have tried it before. Are we together? So that's how you learn. So now Joshua, you are going to create another icon button, a button that have an icon. So let's come to this place. Type for your search, type is it profile? Let me see. There's one. It's profile. Yes. Click on this profile. Then just drag and drop. Search profile. You see this icon. Just click on it and drag it to the screen. See. Double click. Move it to where you want it to be. You can see. Double click. Move it to where you want it to be. And if you double click, it didn't work. If drag and drop didn't work, just click on it. Just click on it. It will bring it to the screen. So have you done that? Please, if you have done that, let me know. If you have done that, let me know. Have you been able to import this icon to your canvas? See, I've imported mine. See mine. Look at mine. I've imported mine from here. I just drag and drop, or I just click on it. It will pop on the screen. Let me check. Okay, okay. Joshua say yes. The rest two people on this chart, I don't know. I don't know. You people, okay. I've imported it. Okay, great, great, great. There are other image icons. We can just use ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to tell you some image icons. Do you get? So sometimes your tutor might not teach you everything. You can just go to your ChatGPT. See, let me show you something. Always try to use your ChatGPT to research. See ChatGPT. I need 10 good icon plugin for Figma. In Figma. So let's see if I know Iconify must be there. I said it. I said it. You can see Iconify, feather icon. Yeah, hero icon too. This hero icon too is very nice. Like it's very nice. I've used most of these icons here. Material, simple icons, lucid. icon short. Streamline, yeah, streamline too is they are trying, but most times most people use Iconify actually because their features are more like free. You can get varieties of different. So that's also maybe when you're trying to do something and you're not getting it, just use ChatGPT. Okay, so you can see I'm still teaching you guys how to maximize your potentials, how to stretch your knowledge. So I believe everyone here is no need to ChatGPT, so I won't be really talking much about how to use ChatGPT. With time, I'm going to teach you how to use the right prompts to get the right results. So for now, we are going to be working on creating a button that has an icon. Good. So now let me import another icon. Drop down. Let me just type down. Let me type down. Okay. Yes. We are going to be making use of these two icons. We are going to be making use of this two icons. So let me close. So now this is people. So let me write the text. Let me write a text profile. So this is a text. This is an icon. If you notice, they are separately. This one is separate. This one is separate. Are we together? This one is separate. This one is what? Separate. So now we want to create an icon with these two things. I need to zoom. So you can see when you click on it, this one is on its own. This one is on its own. Let me check the live class. Okay, so now let's continue. So this is an icon, this is a text, this is an icon. How do you join these two together to create a button? Or how do you merge these two together? Now, this is what you're going to do. You see you have clicked or you have clicked on profile. Now hold your shift key and click on this one as well. This is one, two, okay. All these ones they are outside. They are outside. So now click on this, hold your shift key, click on this. Now you're going to be having something like this. When you click on this, any of them you want to start with, I can choose to start with this. Hold your shift key, click on this. You can see the two are what highlighted, but nothing have been made. If you click outside the canvas now, it will just come out. See, it's out. But if you just remove, click on this one, hold your shift key, click on it. Now the two have been highlighted, right? Then hold your shift A, add auto layout to it, shift A to add auto layout, 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 shift A to add auto layout. After you have added the auto layout, you will notice there are some spaces here. You can see me trying to move around, and it's just showing me 18. That the space around these two icons, these two, 1, 2, the space around them is 18 pixel. The space around them is 18. You can come to this place now. This is a property. When you come to your property, you will see that 18 is actually here. Now I want you to understand something. You see this part, this 18 that is here. If you try to click on it, it will tell you horizontal gap between items. That means the space between these two items is 18. So let's make it 0 and see. You can see it's very close now, right? You can see it's very close. But I think this our icon is blue. Let's find out. This our icon is blue. So I want to make my text blue. That's what I'm actually. I want to make my text blue. So you can make your text blue as well. Just copy the color code, come here and paste it. That's all. So this is what I just did. So if you want to make it a button, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. You can choose to add a field color or a stroke, whatever one you want to add. Whatever one you want to add, you can just choose to add it. Whatever one you choose to add, you can choose to add it. Let me add. If I want to add, it's going to be some. But okay, let me just make it red. I feel the whole thing with what's it called? I feel it with red. With red. Let me just give it a border of 10. Then you can just drag it. See, you see, you can see that they are not moving. This is one of those frustrating thing about design. You can see when you are trying to, it's not responsive. It's not responsive. It's supposed to be that when you are dragging it, it rewards the image will be adjusting automatically. So which I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use auto layouts perfectly now. I just gave you a hint of how to include auto layouts. So now there's another to understand. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. So now I just showed you guys how to use. Let me Control A, Shift A. So I just showed you how to use auto layouts to know to join two or three this thing together. Let's assume I want to join this one together too. I want to join this one together. I've already joined these two together. So these two now they are now as one. You get. So let me press Shift A and click on this one. Press another Shift A to join them together. See, I've just joined them together, but the space here is just here. It's just 16. So let me change it back to 0. You can see I've joined three icons together. What is it called? Joshua, try it, let's see, try to create what's it called? Try to create exactly what I did. If you have gotten it, just write got it. If you have gotten it, just write I got it. First thing I ask you to do is to join this one, join this profile, this icon, and this text. Join them together using Shift key. Hold your Shift key and press any of them first. Select any of them and select the other one. Still holding your Shift key. Then press Shift A. When you press Shift A once, it's going to put these two in an auto layout frame. Good. After you have done that, the space between them is going to be kind of big. You come down to your property here. This is where you change. This is where the space. You can just change it to 0 or maybe 4 or 5, depend on anyhow you want to put it. After you have done that, then this one again, press on Shift, hold Shift on this one, then click this icon. These two are already framed in place. So this one now is left behind. So now hold on your Shift, click on this and click on this. Then you press what? Shift A. That Shift A, that means you are what? Putting them in a frame and you are adding an auto layout feature to it to make it responsive. Good. Then that's when you now change the spacing between these two icons. You can see we just merge these icons together. You can see I can move them around because I've merged them as one. You can see it's been titled frame 8. That means this is the whole of frame 8 out there moving around. Are we together? So that's what you just need to do. So I want to delete this icon. Or let me just remove the icon. Let me drag it out of the house. Let me remove it. Let me remove it. I'll remove it. What I did is just to click on the icon and just drag it out. Just drag it and pull it out. That's all. So profile. This is my drop down. So let's look at some buttons here. Let's look at some buttons here as well. Let's look at some buttons. Okay, this one. This one is still simple now. This is more like exactly what we just did. Where is it? This is just like example of what we just did. This icon. You can just change this icon. Now, if you want to shortcut key to bring back your icon is Control Alternate P to bring your plugin, the last plugin you used. Instead of right clicking on plugin, you just click on Control Alternate P. Control Alternate P. You hold those keys together and just press Control Alternate P. You're going to have your recent icon that you open down. So let me click Edit Out. Right. Okay. I think let me use this icon. Let me delete this one. So I just want to use this one. So like I say, there's no way you're able to get everything perfectly without regular practicing. So this is just like there. So what again did they do? Okay, label text, that's all. So let's fill it. So I'm going to fill it with I don't know, food on now. Eh? Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh my, go far. So this is let me give it. I'm looking for the best color to give it here. Let me just give it yellow. Let me give it yellow. Yeah, let me make it 20. Let me make it 10. 20 is even too much safe. Well, let me make it 10. And let me give it a border radius of, let me give it 50. Let me see. Of 50. Okay. So this is an icon. Well, it's supposed to be white. To be white, FFF. Then to change your color, to change your icon color, good. Let me even show you how to change your icon color now, safe. So this is your text. You know how to change text color before. So this is your icon color. Now you can see I've clicked on my icon. You can see the whole icon listing has been selected. Now, this is what you do. You come to this selection. When you click on your icon, you can see it's only an icon that is clicking. So this is the property. This is the color used here. Are you together? You can just change it from this place. Either you change it from this place and put FFF. You can see. Or let me on Control Z. Let me undo. Or you come to this place. Look at your layouts. Look at where my hand is showing. You see my arrow. Come to your layouts. Click on expand this thing to see what is inside this group. You can see this is the pen. This pen. So this pen now you can just come down here and just change. When you click on the pen from inside, you can come here and just put your FFF. FFF. You can see. Very simple. Very simple. So that's what we just did. We just created our buttons. And I just showed you guys the right way of creating your buttons. So which other button again should we try? This one is still the same thing now. This one is still the same. Oh yeah, let's create something like this. Let's create something like this. Let's create something like this. Let's create something like this and see. So the first thing is your icon, your right icon, your label. Okay. So now these are our right icon and label. So we have created something like this. But this is actually exactly what, let me duplicate this. So we'll be using this for years and let's duplicate this. Let me delete this. Then let me delete it. Let me delete this one. So what they did here is, let's check it out again. What they did here is they made here 50 and they made here like 5 or 10. Then this one is on its own. So that means they created this one separate, they created this one separate. So let's create this left one separate and see. Now this is your label. Now after you have created something like this, now come to this your appearance. See this your appearance. You see this appearance. You see a brown box here. Click on it. You see a round box. You see this appearance. You see a round box close to it. A square, a round square, or like a square. You see a square here. Click on it. Now, here 50. This is left. This is left, top left, bottom left corner. This is right. So I'm going to change this one to like 5, 5. But 5 is can't. Let me make it 8. 8, 8. Yes. So I just created mine. Let me repeat myself. Let me repeat myself. Let me repeat myself. So this is how, after you have created your button like this, right? Good. So when you come to this your appearance, when you click on this is how it's going to look like. When you click on this particular one, it will show you the 4 edges. This is just like the 4 edges of your um button, of your radius. So now let me change this one to 8, then come down here and change this one to 8 as well. That's what I just did. That's just what I did. I didn't do anything serious here. That's just what I did. So there's always different way and different pattern of getting your designs done. There are some people that don't really even pass through all this stress. So let's create this one. Let's create this drop down. I think I have this icon before. I've deleted it. Okay, I've deleted it. Now I want to bring back my plugin. Control Alternate P. One thing I like about Iconify is Iconify have recent, like any icon you have used before, they have a recent section, and when you just click it, you see all the icons that you have used before. See, now I have to come back and look for this one. Bring this one here, right? So this is just an ordinary icon. This is just an ordinary icon. So what you need to do is, the icon is already in the frame, right? You can see it's already in the frame. See, they hide it. It's already in the frame, but bring it out. Now, this is what you do. Most icons, they usually hide the fill color. Fill color is automatically white, but they normally hide it. How did you know that they hide it? You see on this property here, you see this place is always what the eye is toggle to show. Let me toggle it. Wait, let me change this color. Let me change this color to green so that you'll be able to see what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now anytime you import an icon, the field color is always FFF, but it's always hidden. Look at the hidden, you can see the eye. If I click on it now, you see the green has disappeared. If I click on it now, the green has opened. If I click on it, it will disappear. If I click on it to open, so this hidden. So let's return it to FFF. Now this color now you see the both are supposed to have the same color, but now maybe I don't have this color code on my head. You are going to use a color picker. To pick any color from there. So this is your color picker. You see a pen here, just click on this pen. Can you see sample color? Now just click on it. When it is being toggled, now click on the color you want to copy, you want to pick. So we just move the arrow to this yellow and just click on it. You can see it has fill it. If I pick the color again, let me look for something else and fill. Let me fill it with this blue. See, I'll fill it with blue. Come here again, let me pick it. Which color is there? Okay, let me fill it with this green. Let me fill it. Okay, I fill it with the green. That's how to use your color picker. This is the two. This is what you click. When you click on this, you pick whatever color you want to pick. So I'm returning back to white, which is FFF. So now, like I said, these other parts, let me just pick the color and click. Good. But if you don't want to use color picker, you can just, if you don't want to use color picker, you can just come and click on this label. Click on the one, click on this one, then look for the fill. This is the color code FE4440. You can just copy it like this. Copy it like this. Copy it like this. Okay. Copy it and just paste anything FEF and paste it here. So let's expand this. You can see if I'm expanding it like this, the icon is expanding, which is very, very bad. So this is what you do. You don't expand icons from here. Now, if the icon is like this, you add an auto layout, which is what Shift A to it. Now, auto layout have been added. Auto layout has been added. So you just drag it, then you put it at the middle. Put your icon at the middle. Then so here is 20, here is 10. So now for you to get the same height icon, just click on it and check the height. The height is 49, so you can just come here and just change this one to 49. Change your height to 49 and just put 49. Is it even 49? Shoot, that is 49. Let me check the class. Let me check the class. Are we following? Are we following? Please, if you are following, just type yes if you are following. If you are not following, you can still come back to the video and watch because the class is going to be ending in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Class will be ending. So please, if you are following, just let me know. Just say yes if you are following. Type yes. Just type yes if you are following. Type yes. You can see I'm taking my time to explain how to make use of those things bit by bit. Okay. Is it just Joshua that is in this class? Wow. Currently it's just okay. So let's continue. So let me move this one. Let me move it closer. Well, don't forget that we have not changed our icon. Is this 49? Let me check. It's 49. Oh, okay. This one should be 49. Okay, good. So now let's change this our icon. When you click on it, is that you double click? I've told you what to do. There are two ways for you to change your icon color. Either you come here, you can just double click on the icon so you get to the major icon that is colored. This is vector from check. You see the layout vector. Now you come to this place and change it to FFF. I've changed it to FFF. Now let's take a look at this place. This place is the same thing. Then this place is 50. Okay. So now let's go back to this one. I put 50. Where is the mixed? I put 50. I put 8. That means I'm going to customize it to 8. No, it's supposed to be 8. This is 8. This is 8. Then this is going to be 50. 50. 50. Let me make it kind of. It has to be 49 or 49. It has to be 49. So we just created something like that. So you can see. Let's look for it. Yeah, we just created something like that. So let's look at the space between these two icons. This space should be around 20, 15, 10, 15 is more than 10. Let's check the space between this icon. So let's click on it. Just click on it. Then this space, let's make it. For me, I'm just going to make it 5. I think 5 is okay, right? Yes. So That's why you can just shift it back. Now, after you have shifted it back like this, now one more last thing you're going to do. You are going to group this stuff then using auto layout. So hold your shift key, click on one of these. After clicking on it, click on one of these, hold your shift key, click on this. Now you notice they are kind of highlighted but separate. Why? Because I'm actually designing inside this frame. That is why I'm actually designing inside this frame. So let me bring this one in. So this one is outside the frame, this one is inside the frame. So let me bring it inside the frame so that I can highlight the both. Let me bring it inside the frame. Let me bring it inside. Yes, I just did. So for you to bring it inside the frame, when you are trying to design and maybe what you are designing is outside the frame, it's you are designing, what you are designing is inside this frame. But from this your layers, these your layers now. I'm still going to explain all of these layers. So let me let's finish this one. So the next thing you're going to do is you click on this, hold your shift key, click on this. You can see the both of them are highlighted. Then press shift A to merge the both of them together. So you can just name it button. You can just name it button. Then align this to center. Align this to center. That's all. You just created your button. You can move them around. You can see I'm moving them around, right? I'm moving them around. See, 7. I'm moving them around. You can see. Even this 8 is even too much. Let me make it 5. Let me force it. Okay, good. So this is just free. You can actually change the colors. Now, if you want to change this color at once, there's no need of clicking, changing it from the other. Just come to this place, color selection. You can see it's just 2 colors we use here. You see color selection, white and yellow. So this is it, white and yellow. So if you want to change audio yellow here, you can just come to this selection. Let me just change it to green. You see the both of them will turn to green. So that's how color selection is selection colors. When you click on items like this, see, I click on this one, you see, let me come to color selection and change it to, let me change it to this. You can see how pretty looking they are. I hope you can see. So I think that's all for today. Do you have any question? Any question? Okay, Bala. Okay. Do you have any question? Because I'm about to call the class ET. It's supposed to be 1 hour. That's 3 hours in a week. 3 hours in a week. So that's what I've explained about creating buttons. If you have any question, just drop it down here. Let's tackle it. Because I'm going to be giving you um on Monday, we are going to be treating auto layouts fully. And that's when I'm going to be teaching you guys something like this. Let me show you what you are going to be learning more, how auto layouts really works. But today I just taught you guys how to add auto layouts to your design and how to use auto layouts to merge two molecules together. What I mean by molecules, when you have a text like this, text line is an atom. This text and atom. When you join a text and a frame becomes a molecule. It's just like chemistry, which I'm just going to be briefing you guys about that, but not today. So this is actually a button. So when you click on it, now this auto layouts now there's what they call when you click on this W, this 2-in-1, check where my hands are moving on. You see property, you see this hug, content. And when you come to this place, fix content, all these things, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use it. That's the major auto layouts work. For example, let's take one example. This, yes, let's make use of this as an example. These are just ordinary texts that are being put inside a frame. But if you check, it does not have an auto layout. Now let me show you how will you know that a text has an auto layout. I've already showed you guys before. This is what I showed you guys before. I said now, when you click an icon, if you check this right hand side, you see this place, this layout. Are you seeing my arrow? See this layout, and when you click it down, it will add a frame. See, auto layout added. Now let me go and back and remove it. I'll remove it. Now look at this layers. Let me show you the difference between a design that have a auto layout. Maybe an element or molecules have auto layout. Now you see this frame is just having an, what's it called, a ladder. I'm currently in the layers. Look at my layers. See my arrow is moving. So now you notice this nav now is just having two ladders. Now check this frame 4. You see it's having something like two rectangles standing. I mean, it's a frame, but it has an auto layout feature. See, you can see I'm trying to, when I try to click on it, it's telling me auto layout. That means this frame is an auto layout frame. This is an auto layout frame. This is an auto layout. This is an auto layout. All these ones here, they are auto layout. Now this is just an ordinary frame, no auto layout. See, my first time. If I should add an auto layout to this now, let me right click, add auto layout. You see, to change to that sign, add auto layout. See, it has changed to that sign. That means I've added auto layout. You can come to this place and remove it. Where you see auto layout, you can come there and remove it, or you just right click and see remove auto layout. Just remove auto layout. So that's how to add an auto layout. So on Monday I'm going to be teaching you intensively. So let's just, okay, let me try to add out to this. So I've added auto layout. So let me try to see if, see, you can see it's not responsive. I'm moving it, but they are not moving. I'm expecting the service FAQ and about to move along, but they are not. Now let me resolve it. So we have this. So now this is just the outer frame. The outer frame is going to hug. It's going to hug. Then all this inside, this is going to fill. All these ones, they are going to fill. The ones inside are going to fill the container. You can see all these ones, they are going to fill the container. Don't worry, we're going to work on it. You see, they are going to fill all this one inside. They will fill the container. Then the outside frame will, see, you can see, unlike before, it's not responsive. Let me bring it down. Unlike before, it's not responsive, but before, if I click it, it should just be, tangling. It should just be tangling. So let me see. So service, you can see this is actually the responsive. So next week, on Monday, I'm going to come down and show you guys how to work on all of this. So see, this spacing is even too much. Let's make it 80. 80 is even too much. Let's make it 50. So I think this one is okay. So this is your sign up. Those of you that tried it, you can now change this your sign up to add an auto layout, change it to a normal button, then fill it. I've taught you guys how to fill it in this class. Fill it with a color. Which color should I give it? Always try to use primary colors. Let me change this one to white. To FFF. Now let me give Let me give this one a corner radius of 50. This text is too big. Let me make it 14. So that's also, I just created my sign up button. Very simple. You can still give this one a color of your choice, which I'm still going to teach you how to use linear color gradients. Let me use color picker. Is there any need of using color picker? Let's just leave it like this. So this is how we call it end of today's class. So this is just a button. You can still make it. I just feel 50 is even too much. Let me leave it as 20 as 15. 15 is even 27, 25. I needed 15, not 25. Let me put it there. Let me put it 7. Yes, I think this one is okay. So, yeah. So that's all for today. This is what we are able to achieve today. So I'm going to drop a link of some button that you will create. You will create some link of some buttons for me. All these buttons are creatable. So I'm going to be sending you assignments on some buttons to try for yourself. So use this material design. You can see high emphasis, middle emphasis, low emphasis. This is for colors on your buttons. If you use primary color that is very, very thick, it means high emphasis. If you make, just check it out. I would advise you guys to really, really do research placement. Icon, you don't just place icon anywhere. There's always the right place to place icon. See, there's always the right place to place icon. Try and make use of all of these. You can see different icon. This is an outline icon. I told you guys. Here they say do. You can see is an outline button. This is a what fill button. Or this is a fill button. This is a text button. This entry, this related entries are what you can see. Don't. This is a bad design. That's why they say don't. Why will you put two texts like this? This one can actually come to this right, just like this, just like this. Yes, you can see they are aligned vertically. They are aligned vertically. You can see. But if you try such a design like this, avoid placing a button below another button if there's space between them by side by side. Yes, now there's still space here now. So why didn't you put it here? That's why they label it as a bad design. So that's all for today. That's all for today. And I hope you guys have really, really, really learned something. And I keep saying always go out, practice outside of the class. Practice or outside of the class so that you can easily learn. See, and there's one thing with designing, anything that will make you to just stop designing, or maybe you are not researching, at least trust me, go online, watch online videos. There's one particular guy, Joseph Brenda. I don't know that you guys have come across it before. I'm going to be sending his video link, his YouTube video link, and I want you guys to calm down and watch that video. That was the first video I ever came across on YouTube that changed my design concept, that gave me a good kick. So what happened was I've actually wanted to do design as well, but I'm not really specific. Is it graphic design? Is it animation and all those things? So I think Joseph Brenda, the video actually gave me a kickstart. And when I registered for a cohort, just like this, just like the way like this, I was actually standing tall among my group because I've already started learning above. Some of them are just waiting for class to come, join the class, learn from the class alone, which is not supposed to be so. You have to go outside of the box, you know. So that's just it. And I'm still going to be teaching you guys how to create a portfolio on Behance, on some sites, on some design sites. so that you start posting your work. Anything you design, I've told you there's nothing like a bad design as a beginner. There's nothing like a bad design as a beginner. So if you create a button, you post it on your LinkedIn, post it on um your design page and talked about it. Say this is what you learned, this is what you do. Do you get? Make it a everyday daily motivation. I'm going to be sending my LinkedIn, my Behance, what's it called? Let me even see. Let me walk you through my Behance what's it called? Um portfolio. So as a designer, you must have a portfolio site. Are we together? You must have a portfolio site. So that's just going to be an extra bonus tip for you guys. So this is my portfolio, my Behance. It's been a while I dropped. I actually published because of the project I've been working on lately. Okay, this is my Behance. You can see this is just my Behance page. It's just my Behance. These are some designs I've done. You can see all those designs I showed you guys. You can see these are some designs I've done. Like I still have a lot of design that I've not even posted. I think this is my first design I did. This page was actually redesigned. See, this is what I did. I know it took me a lot. Now, mind you, when I was designing, I just noticed some errors here that me currently I can't make that error. Now, let me show you one of the error. You see this button is too the space between these buttons is okay, but to me I feel it's too tiny. So me currently I can't design something like that without noticing the error. This is just one of my design. This is one of my design, trust me. I was even surprised how come I did this. Like this is just one of my design. Now there's an error here too. There's a mistake here. You can see this one that is open on this text. This one is supposed to be closed. It's supposed to be down. This three is supposed to be down. It's only this one that's supposed to be up. So those few that will notice, those people that are already in the design game that will notice the error. So even this text now, see another error again. See another error. This is supposed to be white. It's supposed to be white, not black. This one too is supposed to be white. So that's another error. So which is not everybody that will really know. Okay, this one is scale part, this one is okay. So that's all for today. See you guys on Monday. Let me see. Is there any other question? Okay, no question. So can we call it a day? Let's call it a night. See you guys on Monday. Please learn, go and try how to use. I'm going to be sending you that link to that Joseph Brenda so that to help you to kickstart as well. So whatever thing you learn from him and you're not getting it, you can just reach out to me as well. Why we are still going to be having same class. We're going to be having more of classes as well. So do have a wonderful day. See you guys on Monday. Assignment is going to be dropped later today or tomorrow morning. Regardless, take care.